Alright, real fast, before we start off this video, shout out here real fast to Warren Sharp for posting this on Twitter and, of course, on the Farrell Coast to Coast podcast. So, shout out to all of them. Shout out to Scott Farrell here. But let's go ahead and react to this. I'm going to give my commentary and thoughts, opinions on what is being said and the craziness of what is actually said in this, little snippet here.
I could not believe this when I researched it because I love Lou Anarumo. I love the defense that he brings to the table for the Cincinnati Bengals. But I still thought that these numbers were hard to believe. You can look at all the second half adjustments he makes and how superior his defense is in the second half. However, over the last 2 years, if you are playing the Bengals and you are losing at halftime, you are 0-13. Dating back to the last 19 games that you have played the Bengals, if you are losing at halftime, you are 0-19. No other team in the NFL can say that. No other defense in the NFL can say that. And even more remarkable, so you're a team that's losing to the Bengals at halftime. Obviously, you're going to come out, you're going to try to pass the ball, you're going to get really aggressive. You're trying to do whatever you can to score points because you know you're losing and you got Joe Burrow on the other side. You need to get back into this game. Anarumo's defense is allowing just 4.1 points in the third quarter of these games and just 3.4 points in the fourth quarter. They are allowing barely over a touchdown in the second half of these games.
And real fast, just to stop it there and then we'll continue in a second. This is why I made a video earlier at 12 o'clock and it was Colin Cowherd saying why, Joe Burrow is the reason why we are so successful, right? He is the reason why we are the best in the game right now. And I said, yes, Joe, obviously helps us. And he is the reason why our offense is so successful. But what really comes down to it is we are the total package. Offense, defense, special teams. This unit we have, our coaching, obviously Lou, obviously Brian Callahan, Zach Taylor, Dan Pitcher. It's a complete, utter package here. It's not just one side of the ball is doing great, or this side of the ball is doing this, or this side of the ball is doing this. But if you go back and you look at the last couple games, right? Right now, we're on a 4-game winning streak. Look at our first win, Arizona, right? We played great offensively. Our defense played great. We had a complete win. Seattle. That second half, man, our offense was trash. It was garbage. Our defense, 4 and outs at the 5-yard line. We also had an interception at the 5-yard line. We also had an interception that got us in the field goal range. Third win, 49ers win. Second half, our defense. Our defense shut them down. Offense struggled a bit, kind of got going eventually. Our defense absolutely shut them down. Bills game, we scored 3 points in the second half. Our defense allowed us to only score 3 points and not have to worry about them coming back and beating us. Like, when they say defense wins championships, that's an understatement. Because if you look at what the Bengals are today and what they've been in those last 4 wins, it has been defense. Well, yes, Joe being healthier now and Joe being back is awesome and amazing, and he is the best quarterback in the game, so it propels it even farther. This defense, as Warren is talking here, is that truly insane. It is that next level, just even if our offense can't do it, I feel like, it's kind of weird to say this, I feel like low-key we could win some of these games. 6-0, 9-0, maybe not 9-0, because we usually start off giving up a score. But we could win some of these games if we put up 10, 11 points, I feel like. That's how good our defense does in the rest of the game. Like the first game, first play of the game, first drive, we usually just let them go right down the field and score, which sucks. It is what it is. And then we tighten up the rest of the game.
To teams that are desperate to score, they're throwing out their runs, they're just trying to pass the ball and be extra aggressive, and they're still barely scoring a touchdown the entire second half. This defense is elite, and Anarumo's adjustments at halftime are elite, best in the NFL. So what does that mean? The Texans better come out here, Scott, and get aggressive early. Try to build a lead. And they're not going to build a lead when they turn to the run. This team is a bottom 5 offense when they run the ball on early downs so far.
I will also say to his point, well, I guess to add on to his point, Damian Pierce is out of this game. He's been ruled out of this game. So their starting running back, who is really the only running back, is out of this game. So if they don't have their starting running back, they're going to have to pass the ball. They're not going to be able to run the ball against us. Not only do we have a good run defense, they're not even having their starter out there against us. So they're going to have to start off with the pass game. And as always, if we get going early and we get started early, that's when our defense hunts. Our defense hunts when our offense puts up points on the board, and they just can prowl the rest of the game.
This season, and they are a top 5 offense when they pass the ball on early downs. Yet for some reason, they went into Carolina off of a bye against a bad Carolina Panthers run defense and decided, guess what, we're going to run the ball from heavier personnel. We use our 21 personnel. We're just going to run from it. These runs were terrible, yet their passes were efficient with C.J. Stroud. They absolutely must figure out that it's in their best interest, and they started doing this more last week. They came out the gates against the Bucs and passed the ball here. Though they are going on the road and though they are playing a tough defense in the Cincinnati Bengals, if they come out here and think we're going to run the ball against this defense and we're going to be conservative, and C.J. Stroud, he's a rookie on the road, we want to try to keep the game close, they are not going to have success running the ball. This game is going to be over in favor of the Cincinnati Bengals. There's not going to be comebacks on the road. So,
all right, so let's just recap all that mentally. As he puts in the tweet here, the Bengals are 19-0 when leading at halftime since mid-2021. Best record in the NFL. Losing in the second half, offenses are averaging 7.8 points per game. Lou Anarumo is a monster. He is a monster. He is an absolutely necromancer. I know he said that, but he is a monster. He is Lou Dini. This is why we win games. Okay, we won 4 games this year straight when our defense is back. And that's probably why we're going to win this game too. At the end of the day, defense wins championships. And I think, again, I know I said that many times in the video, but it can't be understated enough. We are scoring on offense because of our defense scoring. Look at Arizona's game. 7 points of Arizona scoring. 7 points in Arizona's game where we scored was our defense scoring. Cam Taylor-Britt, pick 6. We don't score on offense, we score on defense. We are a complete team, and I will tell you right now, when T gets back healthy, Jamar Chase is 100%, and now that Joe is back healthy and our line's kind of getting going now and kind of figuring things out, we're the scariest team in the NFL. We are. And it's going to get scary for every other team out there. But we got to win this game. We have a 76% chance to win. But I don't really care about the percentage chance to win. I care about winning. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.